Pearl Awards, Nigeria's premier awards for excellence and performance in the Nigerian capital market, hosted its 2017 edition in Lagos, which is the 22nd since its inception. It was a gathering of key players and stakeholders in the capital market, and also business, political, and social leaders in the country. The president CEO of the Pearl Awards shared its value and contribution to the development of the market and the nation.
The year of reference for this year's awards is the 2016 financial year. And you will all agree with me that that year was a year with daunting challenges in the economy. For 4 consecutive quarters of year 2016, the GDP of the nation contracted, and even onto the first quarter of the year 2017. It was only in the second quarter we were able to have a growth of 0.55%. Now, there was a lot of instability in terms of foreign exchange availability, accessibility. There was low purchasing power, infrastructure deficit, and indeed, the capital market at the end of the year lost about 6.1% in market capitalization. In spite of all this, the companies that are being honored here tonight were able to hold their own strong. They were both able to stand on the winning edge. They were able to outperform competition. And indeed, that is the reason we are here tonight, to celebrate the leaders and winners who have stayed on course with tenacity. For us at Pearl Awards, 22 years on, we give glory to God that we've been able to sustain the dream. It is equally a test of tenacity for the regulators that have been able to turn around the situation in the capital market such that this year the market has been able to rebound and has been able to achieve about 37% positive growth in market capitalization and in the all share index. We doff our cap to you for tenacity, for winning with tenacity. Now for us at the Pearl Awards, we have, for this year, been able to proceed with the indices that determine the winning companies. The 9 performance indices, including turnover growth, earnings yield, returns on equity, net asset ratio, share price appreciation, profit margin ratio, dividend yield, dividend cover, as well as dividend growth. We have been able to go through the process of utilizing the annual reports by the quoted companies, the trading reports on the stock exchange, as well as the 52 weeks daily official reports to determine the nominees and the winners of these awards.
Chairman of the occasion and former head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, in his remarks at the event, commended Pearl Awards for promoting capital market development in the country despite the challenging economic environment.
The Pearl Award 2017 is proof that regardless of the harsh operating environment, we must continue to identify, encourage, and indeed celebrate entrepreneurs and industrial giants that contribute to national economic growth to enable them to perform even better and be motivated to compete globally. Since 1995, the organizers of the awards have used these parameters to identify and reward leaders on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. It is doubtful if the award could have survived these past 22 years if winners had been picked by rules of the thumb that often places emotions over reason and mediocrity over performance. The endorsement of the award in 2003 by the Securities and Exchange Commission, the Apex Capital Market Regulatory Authority, is further testimony that the clearly defined criteria and methodology adopted by the organizers are objective and designed to acknowledge the masters of the game. I'm confident that stakeholders, not only in the capital market, but indeed in the entire economy, will give all-round support to this laudable initiative that seeks to complement the concerted efforts of regulators to restore investor confidence in our capital market.
Goodwill messages from dignitaries at the event lent credence to how Pearl Awards was shaping market recognition for outstanding quoted companies.
I'm very pleased to be here today to join you in celebrating the companies that have really persevered and indeed have outperformed in 2016. I believe this is the first time I'm here personally, and I must say I'm very impressed with the turnout and with the concept. And indeed, we've been speaking with the board of Pearl Awards on how we can make it bigger, how we can make it more impactful, and how we can make it more sustainable.
The idea actually behind awards of this nature is that good performance not rewarded does not sustain. And you must reward good performance to get those who are flag bearers to continue to act as flag bearers, and to get those who aspire to be flag bearers to see a reward for doing so. These type of platforms, frameworks, do a lot for every country. And to find an individual that is non-governmental, totally funded, through personal and private efforts and philanthropic support, to sustain this for over 20 years, a special commendation is indeed due.
The 2017 edition of the Pearl Awards Night will be incomplete without recognizing the role played by the Nigerian Stock Exchange and other regulatory bodies in sustaining the integrity of the Nigerian capital market. The importance of the capital market to the growth of the national economy cannot be overemphasized, especially in mobilizing funds for investment and developmental capital projects. The winners and nominees of this award ceremony would not have been considered worthy of recognition if the NSC and other regulatory bodies had failed in their role of preserving the integrity of the capital market. I commend you for your efforts over the years in ensuring the development and growth of our nation's economy, and for creating a platform to encourage healthy competition among players in the real sector of the economy. I thank you and urge you to continue to contribute your quota towards ensuring the success of the various reforms aimed at improving the investment climate and the ease of doing business.
In total, 17 sectoral leadership awards, 9 market excellence awards, 3 special recognition awards, and 4 honorary awards were received at the event. Then came the grand finale as United Capital, a leading investment bank in Nigeria, emerged the 2017 Pearl of the Capital Market.
United Capital PLC
A turnover grew remarkably from 6.1 billion naira in 2015 to 9 billion in 2016. And while the company's profits after tax and shareholders' funds stood at 6.9 billion naira and 14.2 billion naira respectively in the year of assessment.
The company secured points in 7 out of the 9 performance indices utilized in the market excellence category, a feat that is unprecedented in the history of the awards.
United Capital PLC, having emerged the sectoral leader in the other financial institution sector, scored the highest aggregate points in the market excellence category, thereby emerging the winner of the most coveted award at the 2017 PALS Awards.
The Commissioner for Women Affairs, Lagos State, and former Head of State, General Yakubu Gowon, speak on the impact of Pearl Awards.
When people recognize hard work and they are rewarded for it, not necessarily in money terms, but telling the whole world that they've done well, I think it's a very laudable.
What I've seen and I can see the future with this sort of exercise, I think it is an exceptionally good thing. And the Pearl Award program and CEO, etc., they have to be congratulated, say well done to them, and look to the greater future. And certainly very proud of the Capital group that really got the highest award today.
Pearl Awards has evolved into a pacesetter in the encouragement, rewarding, and recognition of outstanding capital market players and quoted companies. This is a laudable effort that has spanned 2 decades and will contribute immensely to the growth of the Nigerian capital market.